I heard Walmart's great value brands are no good, but when you're the one who can't actually go shopping, and I mean, it's not that I don't want to go. It's that the people that want, well, not want. It's the fact that I want to go shopping, buy my own, and but I because of the control freak ways to be like, no, I don't want you to go with me when I go shopping for you. No, it, it's just fucked up how these people are. The corned beef hash I wanted to buy was a different brand from Walmart's. And the fucked up thing is, when I know they do this deliberately to me, it means that they don't want to give me the receipt to show me what they bought with my money. And from where I live to where Walmart is, it's like fucking, no, 60 miles. But yeah, see, corned beef hash. I mean, the way I'm being treated too, they're, especially the landlord, fucking, leaving germs all over the place on purpose now. I mean, it's especially because I got a shitload of money. I paid rent for a few months, only for him to tell me, you're gonna have to move out. And the reason why he's doing this is because I'm not trying to give him any more money that I'm trying to save. No, and I'm always gonna have fucking haters like that. That I don't know how else to do with them. How these fuckers want to try and control my tribal checks, control me. I'm because I got fucked over my home state. With my so-called oldest son, who's turned 21 this year. He his mom, you know, waited till like 90 days before the default of getting a paternity test in to let me know that I'm being taken for child support. And if I can't provide DNA evidence to prove that I'm not the father, and the fucked up part is the state wouldn't let me set up a DNA appointment where I was living at the time and then have the DNA sent up there. That way they can match it with the kid. And they said I had to actually go back up there. They don't want it to be as efficient and as cheap as possible. They wanted to make it real expensive for me. And at the time, one way ticket was like $600 something dollars. And they just, but anyway, I talked to a lawyer up there in my home state, and they said, well, if you can't make it and they're not letting you do a DNA test down there to send in the mail up here for us to run with your potential biological or non-biological, you're going to get defaulted. And that default turned me into a deadbeat. Because I can't pay shit. I'm too disabled to work. I want to work. You know, the jobs that I applied for, they won't hire me. The other indoor jobs that they will hire me for, it's fucking dominated by female coworkers. And you know, even then, and this was a Me Too thing going on. I gave that a break in that time, and then, you know, because it's a different time now, so. But even now, even when I did go to apply for jobs, before the employer really asked me any questions, I said, what's the ratio of male to female coworkers here? He's like, what do you mean? I was like, well, is it dominated male or female dominated workspace? What is it? What? And are you gonna deliberately have me work around female coworkers, or am I gonna be able to, if you do decide to hire me, are you gonna put me around other male coworkers? I was like, why? What's wrong with working with one over the other? I said, well, you know about the Me Too movement, right? He was like, oh, okay. Well, we're not gonna hire you. I was like, cool. Thanks, man. And this was just 3 weeks ago. And just like then, before the actual Me Too movement started, you know, what's that movie with Michael Douglas and I think it was Michael Douglas and Demi Moore. I think it was called Disclosure. It took place. I think it took place in Seattle because I remember seeing the Space Needle in it. But you see, the thing that's got me fucked up right now is that I this new place I was hoping to rent. They said they'd let me rent it, but only if I had the vax. And I said, well, I'm not doing that. I'm not taking the vax. I don't want the vax. Yeah, I heard you can get some kind of poisoning just eating right out of the can. I don't know what kind it is, and I don't care. You want to know why I don't care? I grew up on this. I literally grew up on this in my home village. Yeah, we made it homemade too, but I grew up on the canned version of it. Cut the paper off, set it over the stove or open fire. You know, most times you can do that. So just open the can and eat right out of the can. There was another video I saw on TikTok last night that this guy said that cardboard, plastic, other types of garbage all gets broken down, turned into like a sawdust type looking thing, real fine sawdust. I mean, when I say fine, see the grinder has a one, two. All right. Yeah, this has the screen. Yeah, see the light going through. When I say fine, that catches all the key. I mean, fine like that. And they put it in with the turkey. See, the thing is that I only watched it because it was a man recording it. And I trust what a man is gonna post. The reason why I say that is because I really don't trust what a female's gonna post, because the only reason why she's posting it is she actually doing it for attention seeking purposes. She's not doing it because she actually cares about humanity or cares about you and I. She doesn't. She's doing it for a self-serving need. I mean, yeah, some men, they actually do stuff for attention too. And part of the reason why that is because they still want a female. I mean, if I still wanted a female, I wouldn't be wearing old ass fucking clothes like this. I mean, this is the only thing that's really brand new is the clothing I got. Man, I bought these in 2016. Still looks like fucking brand new. I take care of my shit as best as I can when I got a roof over my head. But if I was homeless and, you know, these won't look this way if I was homeless. They'd really look fucked up and I'd have to either buy a new pair or go to some place where they like a donation building. Go there and find another pair. This backpack. This fucker. I've had that since fucking 2009. This one. Bought that in 2016. Well, actually, I had another one like that in 2016. I bought that one in, I believe it's 2017. I sure, man, it's. This one's 2018. I didn't even buy this one. I mean, I went back to using this one because it's easier to fucking manage. And it stays pretty firm. I mean, as old as it is, I'm still surprised. It fucking that one that one that one lost its fucking it just. I mean, it feels more like a. I mean, when I was a kid, I used to get on the shed and put on a plastic Safeway bag for a parachute. That's what that fucker feels like. It feels like a fucking plastic bag. It lost its firmness. It just feels like just another plastic bag that I'm wearing. When you put it in there, you just feel all the weight go right to the bottom. Nothing stays. Anything inside it just gets crushed. This, however, and probably because it's an outdoor product, that's probably why. I mean, that looks like an outdoor product, but I mean, it's supposed to be an outdoor product, but it's not. It's fashion. I thought I was getting something, my money's worth. Ended up getting some bullshit. I mean, even these pants right here, they're fucking, is it 2013? Yeah. That's how long I've had these pants. You know, and I've had guys like, man, you're not gonna get a girlfriend wearing the same shit for eons. I was like, duh. I'm just glad that, these fuckers cover me, and they keep me warm. It's all that matters to me. That Seahawks hoodie that you guys seen me in a couple times, that was 2012. That's how long I had that hoodie. Now the other thing, oh yeah, this stuff. One morning, I was sitting on the bunk bed in the cabin. Heard my belly growling. And my aunt said she didn't work for me, so she didn't have to cook for me. So any food she chefed up, she only made it for my dad and my grandpa. I had to starve. That went on for half the fishing season before I got too weak to do anything. And it forced her to go out there and take my spot because she was healthy enough and able enough to do what I couldn't do anymore. See, her job was to be the fucking cook. My job was to be the deckhand. Help her dad, my grandfather, make money. And my grandpa was mad at me. Is how come you're not out there? She's just supposed to be a cook. I didn't know how to tell him. She doesn't work for me. She works for you and my dad. She's not getting paid to cook for me. She's getting paid to cook for my dad and you. She was like, well, what? Do you even get paid? Because I'm not paying you. I was like, no. I mean, he literally thought my dad was paying me out of his pocket. And then I'm up there slaving away for the first 3 seasons. And those first 3 seasons, he saw a huge improvement. and he thought I was getting paid. Because the shares were split evenly between the three of them. And it, it, it got to the point where my dad's woman had to go up there and start working. She didn't expect to get paid because she was already getting her own corporation checks from her corporation. But yeah, I spent every week for the whole summer when fishing was open. I stayed home. That was on my fourth season. They lost a lot of money. And they wasted time on training my dad's woman. Because she ended up wanting to I'm just going to stay in the other cabin. I'll cook for you down here. She can cook for her grandpa up there. My dad still had to go out all by himself. They made me feel I wasn't important. So I'll let them see how much they were really able to get done without me. And my grandma, she tried to get mad. And I said, it's your own baby daughter. She doesn't want to cook for me. She's not paid to cook for me. And if I keep starving every time I'm up there, I can't work well. I get tired too easy. I don't have the energy. So to just survive on coffee, I'm not allowed to drink coffee. She won't let me have coffee. But the thing is, I'd rather go back to dealing with that bullshit instead of being down here. Why? It's because down here, a female out of the blue, just because her fucked up mentality, psychological bullshit she's been put through. Be like, oh, I hear he's having a good time. Well, let's go. Let's go make sure he never feels like he's never gonna have a good time ever again. I don't want to deal with that. I'd rather deal with that bullshit. But even then, I got tired of that shit too. But considering the better outcome, but this world is the way it is. Even if your blood treats you like garbage, they don't turn our back on family even if they do. I can't live by that code anymore. That was all fun and games when I was younger, you know. 'Cause I had no other hope and nothing else to grasp onto. I don't have nothing now. I didn't have nothing then. I knew the hurt that I was about to experience. But I also knew I just couldn't imagine seeing myself in the future being a family man. You know, not having kids, let alone 3. I thought for sure because of my ugly ass, you know, no female was gonna want me like that. You know, I thought they were gonna be like, I don't want your baby. I'm gonna go get an abortion, you know. And what could I do? Her body, her choice, right? But, you know, the other reason why I think they kept them is because they believed there was a 99% chance that the baby they were giving birth was to the guy that they cheated on me with. But they want to claim I'm the father, and yet deny me the right of a DNA test to find out if I actually am. that fucked up feeling I get every once in a while. I'm going back to that one day that I had this pocket-sized 22 pistol automatic, held 7 rounds. Don't fucking think I didn't pull the trigger, because I pulled the trigger fucking twice. I'm just going to assume the gunpowder was wet. Or the primer didn't. All I know is I should be laying in that basement with at least one bullet in my head. That's how much I missed that moment. That's fucked up to miss something like that. Because if I known my future was going to be like this, how I'm being treated, how I'm supposed to deal with it,